Hi guys, it's me Karen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to do part 3 of this page. I'm going to do the pots this color here. Kind of put a copper color on it with a kind of a gold handle on it. You can do this and maybe some handles over on this side. And maybe the little rivet here, and maybe add some of that color down here. So we're going to go ahead and work on the pot next to this one so you can see what I did. We already have a base of the ivory down on these, and gosh, just about everything else on here. So I don't need to use that, but that is the base color, okay? And then we're going to bring in, all of these colors. That one comes in later. Let me get these turned so I can read them kind of in the way they go. Okay. This may not be perfect, but this is how I did it. Red beige, which is I can't read that, 132. It's one of the skin tone colors. Cinnamon. Coral, which is the dark flesh color. We brought that one in later, so we're not going to read that one yet. We brought that one in later. Okay, Indian red, terracotta, and then we brought in the sanguine and, what is this, Venetian red. So, and we brought in a tiny little orange to do a little reflection here, and a little bit of this Van-dyck-brown to bring in some shadows, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and start this mess. It's a process. So we'll go in with the beige red. And we're just going to put it around bottom of our pot and the sides. Okay, then we'll go in with cinnamon, a little more color, the coral, Indian red, I'm bringing across a worn pattern on the bottom of this. They're old pots. And then we're going to bring in the terracotta. Sanguine. the Venetian red. Okay, we'll just continue here. We're going to bring in the Van-dyck-brown and darken this lip under here. And around this whole edge here. Tiny bit up here. Okay, I'm going to soften that and bring that down a little bit more. Alright, we're going to bring in the orange for a tiny bit of a reflection right in here. And it's not orange, it's called cadmium red. So right there, we'll bring that in just a little bit in here. So that's how I did that part there. Then we will bring in the brown just on the other side of that mark. And that kind of gives us our little pot. Want to put in a little more of the terracotta here. A little more of the sanguine. Okay, then we're going to take our eraser, but get this turned a little bit so I can get in there right. And we're going to make sure it's clean, number one. Add in a little shadow. Right in there, and down here a little ways. Okay, then we're going to go in with our cream, the first color we put down, and just blend that in so it doesn't look stark white. And the other one's a little darker. Could put a little more brown in there. I'm going to bring in some burnt sienna. There we go. Handle's pretty easy. We're just going to bring in some green gold. And then shadow it with a little bit of burnt ochre. And then we're going to bring in the ivory. I get a sharper point on that so I can get it in there. And just kind of knock the color down a little bit. which gives us that nice little look. So there we've got 2 copper pots. This one's going to be copper too. And like I said, I'm going to bring that copper in over here on these handles, but we're going to do it kind of a quicker way. We're just going to take in the burnt ochre and touch those little knobs and pull it down. I hope I'm in frame enough for you to see that. Put it on the knob parts and pull it down on one spot. Okay, and then bring in the sanguine color and the terracotta color. So sanguine first. It's a smaller spot, so you don't need as many colors into it. And then the terracotta. Go. And then bring the ivory in. Just get any color in there that we didn't hit before. So you'll have 3 spots of this copper. I think I might have enough left in me to do the pot down here. Now, it was gray, the same color, and didn't like it, so all I did was take the eraser and literally just erase the whole kitten poodle, but it has a gray now on it because it won't lift. But we're still going to do the same thing and leave that as like a shadow in the pot. Okay, so we're going to go in with the beige red first and get that all over that gray. And instead of going up and down with these lines, we're actually going to go across it. So I'm going to tilt this a little bit so I can actually get across it. This is the cinnamon. And we're going to put a couple lines in here with that. Go in with the coral color. Indian red. Okay, in with the Venetian red. Okay, we're going to take the cream in here and we're going to lighten up this center area a little bit. Center of the pot. Tiny bit over on this side and a tiny bit over here. The lid is going to also have a shine spot there. Okay. Darker spot under the lip. This is the burnt sienna. Okay, we're bringing in the brown. Just darken those up a little bit. Got these all mixed up. Gonna bring in the Sanguine again. And we're just darken the bottom of this. This is the burnt sienna again. And we're going to bring that up here. Kind of shadowing like we did up there. Okay, the handle is going to be the same color as the handles up here, so we're just going to bring in a little of that green gold and a little of the burnt ochre here. Bring in a little of that burnt ochre down in here too. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to take our eraser, and because this is a bigger pot, they're not quite as smooth as the other pots are. They'll have more of a pounded look to it. So I'm just going to tap the eraser in there. And give it kind of that pounded look. I'm also going to try to get some of the color out of the flames that we've got going on down here. There we go. And I'll just kind of give that a rub because the color will blend in that way. I think I got it just a little too light on that side, so we'll just add some of those colors back in. This is the lightest pink that we had out. Okay, and the lid will have just a little shine on it up there. There we go. Okay, so we have 3 points of copper, but I said I would bring it also down here. So we're just going to use those 2 colors that we used, or 3 colors we used on the handle. So use a little terracotta in here. Sanguine. Just to get that look of a copper pin in there. You can trace it around with the burnt sienna too, and just make sure it's got a little highlight on the pin. Basket's going to be brown, so there we go. I can bring we'll take the sanguine and the burnt sienna and do these ties. So sanguine, burnt sienna. I really have to sharpen that. I'm not gonna get in there. Okay. Throw a little of this in our firewood. We can do the firewood when we get down on the bottom of the page. Do want some of that red in there too. And we'll add a little of that in this grate. Just so you're getting all that color everywhere. Be down here on his foot too. All right. We'll put this up on these ties. Anybody who's tied up here. We got. Okay. Bring some of this sanguine down in here. It's a nice rusty color, so we can put it in on the rust. Okay. There we go. That'll be it for today. As always, I'll take a picture and leave it at the end of the video without the lights on. I hope you guys are enjoying, and I will see you in the next part. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care now. Bye.